Fergus has turned up in his Volvo. Diesel Volvo. Bob's slacking off. Richie's here on the S1000 RR. It's got a limited screen. It's only just going to be in, it's not actually limited.
Fucking crazy wings.
Oh yeah, so that's right. So that one doesn't have the wings.
So it's two model 23 plates.
So it looks better. I bet you have to be glad it's not got the wings.
I quite like your wings, like, yeah.
Fuck on.
It's the first time I've liked them.
I know, but
I would say I quite like them. Any bike.
I think if you're doing track days, if you're doing a track day, and you'd have to, if you had a bike with wings on it, you have to do a track day.
Yeah, I'll see. I might try a chance.
I don't know what speed it is, but they generate significant downforce.
Yeah.
So it keeps the front end on the ground.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you telling the truth, or are you talking shite?
I don't know. I am surmising.
Ah, fair dues. Okay.
But there's 7 kilos of downforce.
Really?
Yeah.
And I guess right at the front that makes a difference. I quite like that because it's got a good looking. It's the subframe looks good. Yeah, rather because
Everyone at my work, Richie, complains about that.
They've gone back to black now, don't they?
Which looks cheap as fuck. And was it a square section for a while as well?
Yeah.
And that looked fucked. It was like, what the fuck? They've made it an old box section fucking steel. That is shit.
We've just noticed.
So this one looks good.
See, I like it, but everyone complains, like, especially when Laura worked there. She was sales, and she's a girl, so she likes aesthetics and stuff. And she was like, look, it's like that. Well, it's not on this bike, but that bronze and that bronze are like two totally different things. And then they've got bronze over here, and they're all different shades in that. And it's like,
Look half
just
as well.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
That looks good. No,
Yeah, some people do.
I like it splitting it like.
I'd rather have that than have the fucking box section
What we're talking
on a
about?
bit of black. The nice subframe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you
got
trellis,
them
you
on
have
the
to show
seat.
it off.
Yeah. Yes. What do you think, Fergus?
Of what? Awesome bike.
You've ridden it. Can I put this in the Volvo?
Have you ridden it?
Yeah.
Can I put
awesome.
it? Can I put it here?
Yeah, put it right.
Is that on, mister? Slept well in Aiden's hut. The shepherd's hut was good. Quite the har this morning, look. You can see it all over there. Once it burns off though, it should be quite a nice day. Breakfast was good, really nice view. I got quite a good photo. I'll put it on Instagram at Yodagoat, #follow motherfucker. So we're following Mikey, got Glenn behind it, the Ducati. Fucking sky looks wild over there, look at that. That was nice. I had a really nice sandwich at that place in wherever that was. Sorry, of course I know where that was. That was in Berrydale. It was the Bothy in Berrydale. That was fucking really good. So if you're passing, it's worth a look in there. So I don't know where we're going now, but I'm following Mikey and Glenn somewhere. We're off to get a little shot of Glenn's Ducati. That should be pretty good. I'm just hoping that the rain doesn't come. It's looking fucking wet down there. Look. It's pissing down. This is Thurso. If you look over there, you can see Orkney in the distance. There. That looks really nice. There's Orkney. You can see the old man ahoy. Is that my foot peg? Fuck me. Man, I've been a long time since I've been on a fucking sports bike. The fuel's quite nice. Jesus fucking Christ. That's what you sit on it. That's what when you look down, that's what you see. Fucking hell. Uncompromising. Very nice though. A really good looking bike. Oh no, look up ahead. There's a huge dump in the rain over there. We're hoping there's enough to cut across this way and then go that way, I think. Well, here's hoping we can avoid it. Look, you can see Aiden's bit, it really stands out. There's my cabin, the green one, the blues bits are the toilet blocks. You can really see all the sort of work from here. You can see all the work Aiden's done. It's like he's done rakes. I don't know if you can hear that, you can hear deer, but it's still quite light. So that's the, I don't know what that is, it's like the TV tower or the mast at Rumster. You can see it's still, it's in the cabin, very nice. It's still quite light. It's about, let's have a look. I don't know if you can see that, it's 1:45. 1:45 in the morning. This is just a couple of days after the longest day. Longest day was Wednesday. So we're just leaving Aiden's now, nipping back down to Berrydale for breakfast. We're going to meet Bob and Janie there. And then we're going to head to Tim's for the night in Strontian. You got a broad view in there. Look, we've got Bob and Jenny in front of us. We're doing the Brotherhood salute. This is the bothy of Berrydale. Really impressed by it, it's really good.
realise no bike history.
It's gone. There's more up there. Squeeze right through, squeeze fast. Excuse me please. Over there. Good, eh? What is that?
Oh man, see when I was putting my tent
Dynamite. Fucking dynamite, allegedly.
put my tent down and a horsefly landed on it.
I can nip over to Lottie's.
Like the wings extended, like, you know, it was tucked its wings back. It was fucking huge.
You sure it wasn't a dragonfly?
Davey.
Nah, definitely wasn't.
Davey.
Right, I'll see you later on. I'll see you later on. I'll see you later. So that was the Bothy at Berrydale, and it's really good. Definitely recommend that as a place to go. Yeah, really, really nice. Really good to get up and see Aidan for a bit and catch up with everyone in Caithness. It's it's been a great weekend. Really nice. I would have ridden all the way home, but it's a long run, and why not stop in and see Tim as well? Do a bit of both. It's a nicer run as well, so we're going to go down the other side of Loch Ness, so it's the east side. So rather than do the 82, the Drum and the Drocket bit, we're going down, I think it's through Dores, but it's really nice. So that's the plan. So I'm going to try and go through Inverness and go down that way, rather than down the A9 and then cut across to Fort Augustus. Look at the rain over there. Jeez, oh. Thankfully I'm no heading that way. Good views coming south when you come down here. That's like the beaches over at Brora. Really nice. Tell you, I bet it's a great train journey as well. I've not done it since I was tiny wee. I bet it's still amazing. It's really expensive in Scotland for trains though, because it's all privatised at the moment, which is a fucking nightmare. So it's cheaper to take the bike by a pinch of mile. So yeah, we had a bit of a nightmare decision yesterday. Mikey and Glenn and I were at the Bothy place back at Berrydale, and we were trying to decide what bikes to take on our trip to Coll and Tiree. Now, which really just means the only real sort of bike riding you're doing is riding from wherever you stay down to Oban to get the ferry. Now, I've just done a run through to Ardnamurchan for John Stanley's memorial ride. That was bad enough. That was 200 miles with a good break sort of halfway. To Oban from our place is only 140 miles, so it's not that bad. The decision was whether to take the proper bikes like the Africa Twin, this, or take the Cubs, the C90. We tossed a coin and the coin said take the Cubs, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I think that's what Glenn's going to be doing. Mikey's a bit of a rebel. He's not going to follow the coin. Played with fire if you ask me. Bob's also saying that he doesn't want to take his Cub, but equally Bob was making noises about taking his Cub weeks ago anyway, saying it was more of an adventure. So we'll wait and see. I mean, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, to be honest. It really doesn't. Ferd argues it does. He says it's much more fun on the C90, but you just basically crash around a lot more. It's much slower. I mean, on this, even going slowly, you're way more comfortable. You can look around much easier, see more. You're higher up. Everything sensible says take the Africa Twin because it's the better bike. It's the better bike. One's a like whatever 60-year-old noodle delivery bike, and this is a bike with nice plush suspension. You know, it's a bit of a no-brainer really, but for some reason I'm trying to take the other the other option. The only other thing is, if I took the Africa Twin, well, I would need to service it, so by the time I'm home this will be due a service. So yes, I don't know, plus I've got a back tyre I really want to wear out before we go away in September. So it'd be good for me to take this to open. See, swings and roundabouts, I don't know. I'm sure I'll come to a decision soon. Bob said he was going to wait to see it in the week. It's a bit further for them to ride from Caithness down to Oban. It's about 140 mile for me, which really isn't anything, although I've got to go over some quite big hills. Whereas for them it's a 220 mile run. They'll likely leave the day before on the Friday and camp somewhere. Bob wants to wild camp somewhere, but wild camping these days doesn't really appeal as much. Definitely prefer a toilet. If it's I'd happy pay £10 or £12 to have somewhere to go for a shit, wipe my ass, and have a nice shower. I'm gonna have to stop for a piss here. Let's have a look. I think they are locked. Oh no, they're not. Are they? You're fucking joking me. Goldsby, buck your ideas up. Your fucking public toilets are locked. What a waste of time that is. I've a good mind to whip my fucking knob out and just piss against the door. Why the hell would you keep a public toilet shut? So east coast and the west. Let's hope we can dodge the rain. So if you get your way through Inverness, you're following signs for Dores and Foyers. Foyers? Don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's Foyers. And Dores is spelled D-O-R-E-S, like Doris. Not like D-O-O-R-S. And according to the sat-nav, if it's planned the right way, this little detour only adds an extra 15-20 minutes. It says 15 minutes, but it'll probably grows on the single track bits. You get held up by traffic and that. I don't know if you can really see that well. Oh, here we go. That's Loch Ness. It's pretty big. This is Dores. So you see what I mean by the other side of Loch Ness. So this is the east side. We're heading south. So if you want to take a shortcut, you can head to Fort Augustus that way, but we're going to head to Foyers. Let's see how much extra that adds onto the journey. It's added an extra 4 minutes or something, and you get to go right along the side of Loch Ness. So if you're wanting to fucking look for Loch Ness monsters, or you just want good views of Loch Ness that you don't often see, this is the way to come. But it is a single track road, so if you're not comfortable with single track roads, dinna come this way. And if you're driving a grey car in the rain on a grey road, don't be like this guy. Put your fucking lights on. That way we can see, you know, you're not camouflaged. You do actually get a no bad view of Loch Ness, it's just you can't see it in the camera because, well, you're on the wrong side of my head and there's always trees in the way. But you're obviously getting, there's gaps in the trees you can see through. There's a big hill, he'll show you it just now, but I think it may be Ben Nevis. We're seeing it from up here. Yeah, this road wouldn't be much fun in Glen's Ducati, that's for sure. Right in front of us, that big hill that's sticking up. I think that's Ben Nevis. It's the biggest thing about anyway, so. And we're quite close to it. I mean, Fort Augustus, we're heading in the direction of Fort Augustus and Fort William, which is where Bob wants to camp now. Bob's saying on the way to Coll and Tiree, they're going to camp at Ben Nevis. Up Fort William. God. I'm just trying to remember what it was like when we were, me and Aidan came up this side of Loch Ness, but we took the other road, the higher road, last time. And I think the other one might be a better riding road than this one, to be honest with you. This is okay, I think you're on a nice day, but there's just I don't know if the scenery is as good, I don't know if it's worth it. I guess depends how interested you are in Loch Ness. I mean, you are right beside it here. There's loads and loads of places to stop and have a wee look. Go for a swim if that's what you want to do. Fuck that. Right. Ah, well done. Not very often you find somebody in a brand new car that knows how the passing places work. You can sort of get an idea from here how big Loch Ness is. I mean, it's fucking huge. Yeah, you can see how big it is here. I mean, it is. What was that? Oh, there was something sticking out of the water. Fucking monster, that's what it was. You can see it, I mean, it's deep as hell. It's like seriously deep out there. So it must go like woof. So no fucking about. If you are going to go for a swim, don't get yourself killed. Don't get fucking drowned, whatever you do. So this bit of the road climbs up pretty high towards Foyers. And again, obviously, can't see for the trees at the moment. But every now and then you get a really good view out over the loch. So it's definitely worth coming along here if you've and it's far more pleasant to ride up than the other side, the Drumnadrochit road, because that one's rammed full of camper vans and motorhomes and the like, tour buses. Most people here seem to know what they're doing as far as the passing places go. So you can see down there, look. There's some seriously posh places along here. Also, I don't know if it's in there, that might actually be it, in there. There's a house for a guy called Alistair Crowley, who was a Satanist type guy. Apparently Jimmy Page, that'll be it. Jimmy Page or Robert Plant or somebody also owned it. It's along here somewhere. It had burnt down. Oh fuck. Is this person? No. It must be up in there. Unless I seen a green tarp covering a roof. That might have been it. It might have been knocked down because apparently it burnt down years back and it was just sitting there as a proper ruin. It's somewhere along here. I don't know quite know where about, but all we need is for the rain to fuck off. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. There's like way more chance of getting rain in like the middle west of Scotland than the northwest. So if you're up in like Coll and Tiree and that, it could be glorious sun. But you head south to like Fort William, like Glencoe area, and yeah, it'll be high chance it'll be pissing down. It's like, geez, oh, where the fuck does the road go? I mean, it's nice, and it's when you get it good weather, it's absolutely stunning. When it's like this, you need to sort of watch, especially if it's been dry for a while, because the roads could be really fucking greasy. This is the first dousing it's had in like a week or so. I mean, the scenery's stunning. Weather could be better. I'm hoping when we get south of Fort William, we'll get some better weather. When it's dry, this next wee bit of road's really good. Tremendous speed run. I think that's Loch Ness. I don't know. Have to. If you look on the map, it's south Foyers. Cheers, pal. Between Foyers and Fort Augustus. Man, this is getting heavier and heavier. Shite! Like, there's no need to be driving this slow. I don't know what they think's happening, but they're clearly worried about something or other. Look at the view though, look at the view. It's down towards Fort Augustus, it is nice. God, it's fucking grim looking over there. Shit, that's where we're going. Well done, these idiots are pulling over. That was Fort Augustus campsite. Nice grassy field used to be there, lots of birds and stuff. Now it's a concrete slab with fucking huts in it. Looks like a concentration camp. Absolutely horrendous. That's over tourism in action right there. It's pretty sad. This is fucking crazy. There's gonna be an accident. I'm getting out of here. Whoa. Come on, come on. Come, fuck me. Jesus Christ, stop waving like a dick. By all means wave to your mates, you fucking hell. What the fuck is this shit? Cyclists, if you're organising something, don't do it on one of the busiest roads in Scotland. And if you're going to cycle on the A68, you have to keep in mind that it is absolutely fucking heaving.
Hi there, what can I get for you?
I mean, just a mick plant on its own, please.
What was that, sorry?
A mick plant on its own.
Yeah, that's fine. Anything else?
That's it, thanks.
Alright, just head up to the first window, please.
Cheers. Thank fuck the sun's came back out. It got really heavy rain for a bit. Now we're on the 82, just south of Fort William. We've just passed some what can only assume to be drunk drivers or people with no licences. Again, oh, there was a cycle event on as well, which, I mean, Jesus, talk about dangerous. They really shouldn't have events on this road where there's so many folk that, like, honestly, if it was anywhere else you'd get pulled because they're all over the road, and then you put push bikes in the mix and you've got people trying to avoid them, and there was even people waving to, it was crazy. I don't think people realise that this is a main road, that this is like one of the main arterial routes through Scotland, and a lot of people are using it to get around. And I know people say, well, plan ahead and all the rest of it, but if you've given yourself an adequate time to do your journey, and you get held up by people who can't drive over 20 or 30 mile an hour in a car on like a bit of road like this that you can safely do 50 along in the wet, then I don't know what the solution is. Well, I do. Don't let people that can't drive above, you know, if you can't drive to a certain standard, don't let them drive. So I'm hoping that Strontian will be nice and sunny. Because the sun's out, it's already back up to 17-18 degrees. The Coll and Tiree back on. It was off for ages, so hopefully the queue's not going to be that big. So apparently the queue's been huge with the Coll recently. Only the little boats on. That's not too bad. It's the Coll and Tiree, but it's just a little boat. Teeny. So the Coll and Tiree's back to the wee boat because the other one's broken, but it's dead slow, tiny wee. The other one must be double the size of this, but luckily it's not caused much of a delay. There we go, 14 miles to Strontian. The weather's bra, and it's toasty. What was that? 22 degrees? Holy shit. So this road along here is really, really good, but you also need to watch out because there's sheep everywhere. Some people trust them, some people don't. I don't. This bit of road's pretty much on every single video I make because we're always visiting Strontian to see Tim. But it's a cracking run. It's really, really good. This bit, it's okay, the road's a bit fucked, but over the cattle red, just up here, it's a cracking run. Got a fucking Audi up my arse. Typical Audi driver. So it's this bit here, when it opens up, this is where the road becomes really good. It's fucking ace. There we go, Loch Ness. That's what's straight in front of us. Cracking place. Strontian's a really good place to base yourself for a couple of days if you're doing a tour to Scotland, because you could do, I mean, it's got everything you need. There's a little shop, a good campsite and a good pub. There's, well, the pub's a hotel, so there's accommodation there if you don't like camping. There's cabins at Tim's campsite, Camping. But you can do the Ardnamurchan Peninsula, which is that's a good run. You can do the sort of loop, which takes you like from Strontian, Salin, round the coast and up to Glenfinnan, then back along and down. Or you can go to Mull. You go to Mull for the day, have a day in Mull, and then come back here. So it's pretty good, and it's nowhere near like as heaving and busy as the likes of Fort William. A lot of people base themselves there, and it's really a hellhole. Like, it's a big concrete jungle, nothing nice. Look at this place, stunning. Bob, look at this place, Bob. You'd rather stay in Fort William than go here? Bob's crazy. That's the road to Loch Allen, so you can get. Oh, you can also do. You go to Loch Allen and come back up the Kingairloch Road. That's another cracker, although I prefer it the other way, like the opposite way, Kingairloch to Loch Allen and back up here. But you get that ferry. I would get that ferry back. I would ride this way along to Ardnamurchan and Kilhone and get the ferry from Kilhone, ride round Mull, and then come back via Loch Allen, and go back to Strontian. Well, home time once more, leaving Strontian. Yeah, another successful trip, feeling great, which is good. Hopefully I feel okay still for the next couple of days and it's not knocked fuck out of me. Next up Coll and Tiree. But what bike should I take? Cub or this? If the weather doesn't improve, it'll definitely be on this, not the bloody Cub, that's for sure. Looks amazing. So the pros versus the cons of taking the Cub versus the Africa Twin. The pros of the Africa Twin is it's a better all-round bike, easier to ride, it's comfier, you're higher up so you can see more, you can carry more stuff. It'll be just as good as the Cub on the small islands as it is everywhere else. So it'll be just as good as the small islands as the Cub is. The pros of taking the Cub, it's cheaper to run. That's it. Farg argues that it would be better on the small islands, but it's just not. I mean, there's literally nothing you can do in the Cub that you can't do in this, unless you're being a baddie. Oh, but the Cub's good for the attention-seeking part. People do stop and speak to you, and people like to see the Cub, which is nice. I mean, it's a good feel for like, yeah, it brightens their day up. That's a good thing. Africa Twin is just another bike. So there's that element, and the video. You can arguably make it a bit. It's easier to film on the Cub. Oh, it looks grim down there. That's where we're heading, right down that glen. Oh, it's going to be a wet run home, so I'm going to say goodbye now. Bye! Like, comment and subscribe! Just to show you what I mean, by the way, I know I said I was going to go, but this is the speed that I can cruise down on the Cub. Now this is the same speed. Look how easy it is on the Africa Twin. The Cub's like screaming its tits off. Every little thing on the road you're feeling crash, 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 crash. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing about riding the Cub. It would be crap. You just wouldn't do it if it could do it like this, because what's the point? You're screaming along at 50 mile an hour. Other than the sort of different bike factor. I'm not too convinced. And then if the rain hits, you get much wetter and colder on the Cub because you're so much more exposed. Oh, We will see. Fuck's sakes. The other downside of the Cub is you get this. It's fucking raining so that half of it can't overtake.